All right. The Director General of the National Orientation Agency, Lanre Isaunilu, says a lot has changed positively about citizens' perception of the country. According to him, with the required support from the federal government, the agency has been able to penetrate all the 774 local government areas with the rebranded launch of the message of Nigeria has happened to you slogan. Now let's hear from the NOA DG.
I think those who were saying that have stopped saying it because in the last 1 year we have upped the game. Thankfully, we are in a new era. For over a decade, the agency was ignored. Successive government paid lip service, to the need to get the agency to be able to live up to its, responsibility. But I can assure you, as we speak, we are getting support from Mr. President, we are getting support from the government, and we are able to do a lot. But this 2025 would even be much more, we're going to do a lot better than whatever we have done. People have seen the changes that are coming, to the agency, and some of what we are doing now. What people can see are those things they see in the media. But we do a lot more in terms of engaging with real Nigerians across the 774 local government. Our staff are in all the local governments, engaging with the traditional rulers, community leaders, artisans, everyday people, market people, people in the motor parks. We are engaging with them, telling them about what government is doing, explaining things to them, and also getting feedback. That is very important. It's part of our mandate, getting feedback to government. Just like the Netford you mentioned, it was in the process of our feedback activities that we're able to also understand that certain Nigerians were behaving in an un-Nigerian way. We have 818 office locations nationwide. Only a few agencies can compete with NOA when it comes to the infrastructure in terms of spread that we have nationwide. And the people who conceived the idea of NOA, don't forget it started as MAMSA. Those who conceived the idea knew exactly why they did it. It has to be a grassroots organization where we can engage with Nigerians. So the COMOs, C-O-M-O, are the Community Orientation and Mobilization Officers who are going around in the community. So most of the time what they do is face-to-face, one-on-one, interpersonal communication. While we do the media, but we understand that Nigerians are there in their communities, in their working places, in different environments. So we engage with them, using all of this, our personnel in all the 774 local government. And the interesting aspect of this, I must say, most of our COMOs, our local government personnel, are also from the local government. So they know their people, they know the environment, they know the issues in their environment. So they know all of these things, and they're able to engage with them. They're able to give us accurate and credible feedback, and then we're able to get this to government as input into policy redesign, policy modification, and things like that.
All right, still journalist hang out. I still have Kaidilade and Dave right here, and BKO. So that was, before we went on that break, that was the Director General of the NOA, Malam Lanre Isaunilu, highlighting the efforts of the agency. But when they say Nigeria has happened to me, it is always described in the negative. I mean, why? Why use that? You're not your nation.
That's the beauty of what NOA is doing. And they have been able to redefine and rebrand that statement. Nigeria has happened to me by NOA lingo, which is going to be transmitted to everyone, is to say that when good thing happens to you, you understand. Absolutely. That is the meaning of Nigeria has happened to me. It's a slogan. And NOA is changing it. And instead of telling you to stop using that word, look at it in another context.
From the positive side.
Exactly. Nigeria has happened to me. I remember one of those times then when there was election and people were like, this government is bad, this government is bad. I don't want to mention the party now. And at the end of the day, I told them, I said, 3 things this government did for me. And people were like, oh yeah, list them, list them. I said, I have clean interlocks in my area. And people were, tell me another one. I said, the pirates were always invading where I live in Arepo, and people were leaving the houses they built with their hard-earned money. And the soldiers came, bombarded the area, cleared the place, and people can sleep with their 2 eyes open, and you say,
So
I should not say
closed.
Nigeria has not happened to me. Do you understand? And number 3, and it's very critical to me, I've been paying estimated bill all along my life. Even when I'm not at home and they were constructing Lagos Ibadan Road, I was living elsewhere, I will still receive estimated bill just because somebody has to just write something. And
Just
somebody
write
has to
any
tell
figure.
me, give me some kickbacks. Now, I don't even know the color of the electricity provider. I don't know how they look like. All I need is to do my, you know, what do you call it now? Prepaid meter,
exactly.
And I pay my money. And you say, I should not say Nigeria has happened to me. So this is just to buttress what BKO is saying. We cannot deny some good things that are happening.
True.
I passed through Abuja last week, and I was in the car with a senior journalist, Sirius Toba, and I was like, God, this is not different from what I see in Dubai. This is not different from what I see in New York. Something good is happening, and nobody can shut our mouth from saying it. And this is the language we are going to speak. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria is happening to us, and it will happen to many people. Not downgrading the bad things that have happened, but let's also dwell on the positives.
Exactly. Why are people so, they try to just blindside the good things that is happening, and they just want to focus on the negative?
Because everything is politicized and ethnicized in our country. If an armed robber is from your state, they are condemning him, you will not join them in condemning him because he's from your place. I've seen it happen. In the last 4 or 5 years, Nigerians have really surprised me. There's so much negative vibes all over the place. We should all come together to condemn evil. But when you are silent, because evil has happened to a government that you don't like, for example, you think it has happened to the government that you don't like, but it has happened to all of us.
Exactly.
Then it's terrible. When bad things happen, and when bad things are reported and it's discovered that it's actually false, when you go to town to say, oh, this is false, they are not happy. They are not happy to know that it was actually false because they wish that it should,
just like the Warri refineries.
Yes, and other things. So many of the stories that you see on social media these days are not true. Everybody has become a journalist. Journalist without training, journalist without a sense of responsibility. You cannot, you can't give what you don't have.
Absolutely.
And some people want it to remain like that. Even educated people, they are encouraging quackery. We are saying no to quackery in our profession. Because quackery in our profession is misinforming
to lead to
our people.
Rumors,
and they can even cause bloodshed if care is not taken. Because they are not committed to the ethics of the profession. They don't even know about it.
Absolutely.
They've not even read about it. They are reluctant to learn. They are lazy to read.
Absolutely.
So they don't want to know. And you're talking to them about it, they say, no, forget it. One guy once came to TVC and said, it is you people who concern yourself about ethics. Me, I'm not interested. I said,
and he said it with confidence.
I said, okay, this one, you will never come to a program.
Absolutely.
You never come to a program that I'm in charge of. You are saying that you do not care about ethics, or you want to appear on my program. It won't happen now because that means you are a loose cannon.
Absolutely.
I won't be able to control you.
Exactly.
But
the thing is,
your mindset is clear.
Absolutely. But the thing, we'll keep talking about it until the needful is done, until all of those bad eggs, are taken out of the system.
Yes, they will be out.
Absolutely. BKO, appreciate you as
Thank
always.
you.
You look fresher. I think you had fisherman soup delta.
No, it's Bangao.
It's Bangao.
Banga with plenty
But
fish.
Fish,
he has
exactly.
not
What
eaten
is that?
starch.
Exactly. Fish
So
makes you
I will never eat starch.
fish makes
They
you
brought
fish
starch. I
makes
said
you
no.
fresh.
This starch is for. We use it to wash
We
food.
will give you a
I will never
rebranded
eat.
starch.
If you like, put palm oil.
All right, Kaidela Dede, thank you
Put
so much.
30-liter keg of palm oil on
All right,
starch. I will not
gentlemen.
eat starch.
Thank you. All right, that's it on Journalist Hangout today. Join us for another episode, next week, Monday. But you can watch the repeat broadcast of this episode tonight at 11. Join us on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. We are on YouTube at youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I am Benga Orashagun. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.